Hey everyone, Matto back here, and it's time for This Week in Destiny, where we give you all the details on everything coming up inside of Destiny 2 as we approach the weekly reset on July 27th, 2021. From special events to raid challenges to everything in store for the Eververse, here's everything you need to know to have a great week inside of Destiny. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a comment down below to help out the channel, as the YouTube algorithm is a fickle beast. And make sure to get subscribed, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any Destiny 2 news. So with that, let's get hunting, Guardians. To start off the week, we'll see the progression of the master version of the Vaults of Glass raid and the new challenge for the week. This week's challenge is the Oracle Master Challenge, and it's pretty simple to explain. No one on your fire team can shoot the same Oracle twice. I use a really simple strategy in the video guide that I've linked in the card above, and it'll work on normal and master mode. On master mode, just be ready for tough champions and lots of enemies. By completing this on the master difficulty, you'll earn a Timelost weapon as well as a chance to earn high stat armor. The Timelost weapons are the Adept versions of the Vault of Glass weapons, which are able to equip the special Adept mods. This week, the Timelost reward will be the Praetus Revenge Sniper Rifle. The guaranteed roll for the Sniper Rifle in the 3rd and 4th slot are going to include Feeding Frenzy and Firefly. The perks for each slot you're looking for are, in the 3rd slot, Quick Draw for PvP or Rewind rounds for PvE, and in the 4th slot, you're going to be chasing Opening Shot for PvP and High Impact rounds or Kill Clip for PvE. Moving on, the high stat armor earned from the master difficulty of Vault of Glass will focus on a specific stat distribution, rotating weekly. So for example, it might give you a higher stat distribution in intellect, discipline, or strength. If you've been on the hunt for a certain armor piece with a high stat distribution, master difficulty will give you greater chances for the distribution you're looking for. A few things to keep in mind with the master raid this week. Lockouts are shared between the normal and master difficulties of the Vault of Glass. This means that any loot drops will only award gear the first time you complete them in whatever version of the difficulty of the raid you launch. So if you load into the legend version of the Vault of Glass, you will not be able to get any gear on the master version for that week. And you must complete the master difficulty of VoG each week to earn the Timelost weapons and stat-focused armor. Take note that while the master difficulty of the Vault of Glass doesn't have a minimum power requirement, all enemies are going to be at 1350 power. So if you can raise your artifact level, that will be the best way to engage with the raid, as well as boosting your character's overall base power level. The Master Vault of Glass also gives you the final triumphs required for the Fate Breaker raid seal and title. You can also earn the Vault of Glass ship, the Vault Strider, when you complete the Vault of Glass on the master difficulty. All right, moving on. We'll see the final week of the Solstice of Heroes event, so make sure to wrap up all the bounties and quests through Eva Levante that you want to get taken care of. Wrap up all your armor requirements for your different characters, and make sure you pick up whatever cosmetic items from the Eververse store that you'd like. A reminder that the final tier of requirements for the magnificent armor can be done at any time after the solstice, but to get the glows, you must purchase them from the Eververse store before the event ends. It's also the last week to earn the Compass Rose shotgun through opening solstice packages earned in the EAZ. This shotgun has a lot of interesting perks, especially like Quick Draw, Surplus, Snapshot, Vorpal Weapon, and more. So make sure you pick up your final weapon choices that you want to get taken care of before the end of the solstice. Next up, we've got the rotating Grandmaster for the week, which is the disgraced Nightfall Strike, which some of you might know as the old Will of Crota Strike. However, instead of featuring Omnigul as the final boss like we had in Destiny 1, it will feature Navoda, but essentially the strike is nearly the same. Completion of the Grandmaster will drop Ascendant Shards, Enhancement Cores, as well as the highly coveted Nightfall exclusive weapons in their Adept version. This week is special for Grandmaster Nightfalls for two reasons. This is going to be the first time that the Season 13 Nightfall Adept weapons will have made their return. This includes the Shadow Price Auto Rifle, the Palindrome Hand Cannon, and the Swarm Light Machine Gun. What is even better is that the completion of the Nightfalls this week will reward double loot. So that means you have a good opportunity to farm the Nightfall this week, not only for double loot, like Ascended Shards and Enhancement Prisms, but also getting double drops on these weapons that haven't been seen in months. There's lots of great roles for these weapons, so I encourage you all to check out d2gunsmith.com to figure out what type of weapons you'd like to look for. If I were to choose one thing to shoot for this week, I would make sure that I pick up a Palindrome Adept hand cannon. Since the 120 archetype hand cannon can no longer 2-tap 140 RPM hand cannons, of which the Palindrome is one, are now seeing much better usage. If you need more tips on how to gear up and get ready for the Grandmaster Nightfalls, check out this video I have made to show you how to get ready for them. I'll have a guide for you this week on this particular Grandmaster, so stay tuned for the challenge. For the lower tier of Nightfalls, like Master, Legend, and below that, you can farm for the weapons and the loot, but any weapons earned outside of the Grandmasters will not drop as the Adept versions. They will drop as the normal versions of the weapons. Now that we've wrapped with the refresh of all the weekly items, we're moving on to the Vanguard Strike playlist. The weekly Singe should be rotating to Solar, so make sure you get those Solar-based subclasses and weapons at the ready. Do note that the daily modifiers do change, so make sure you check them out before you getting your loadout together if you want to farm that. If you own Beyond Light, you'll also be able to use Stasis as well for the Vanguard playlist to earn your pinnacles. Hopping into the Lost Sectors, at reset, the 2 Lost Sectors will be the 1310 variant of the Bunker E15 Lost Sector for exotic helms, and the 1340 variant of the Concealed Void for exotic chest pieces. Both of those Lost Sectors are on Europa. The new exotics from these last seasons only drop from doing these Lost Sectors solo, so if you still don't have any of those exotics or you want to farm them, now is a great time to do that. Remember that the Lost Sectors do rotate on a daily basis. If you're looking for a quick update on what those are, if you're on Twitter, there's a fantastic Twitter account named the Lost Sector Bot that will actually tell you what the Lost Sectors are, or you can check out todayindestiny.com. The weekly Eclipse Zone on Europa is going to be over at the Eventide Ruins, so if you're missing any augments, head over there to knock out any of those achievements. The weekly Empire Hunt is going to rotate to the Dark Priestess. Remember that if you complete this on the Master difficulty, you can still earn a piece of Pinnacle gear currently. The Empire Hunt is also the place to hunt for the Cloud Strike Sniper Rifle, so if you don't have it and you want to farm for it, all you have to do is complete it on the normal difficulty. The only reason to complete it on the Master difficulty is to earn a Pinnacle. This week, we also have a different Exo challenge, which is rotating to the Simulation Survival mission. Both the Empire Hunt and the Exo simulations can't be completed solo or with a fire team. The Ascendant challenge for this week is the Aura Boreae challenge, and the entrance for that is going to be over in the Aphelions Rest over in the Dreaming City. I'll have a guide linked in the description of this video in case you need to find that Ascendant challenge and need some help. With the Dreaming City weapons being brought back, now is a great time to hop back in and get those Ascendant challenges done each week. For those of you of the Crucible persuasion, the featured PvP mode will be the Showdown game mode. Trials will be re-enabled this coming Friday, and on August 3rd, we'll see the Iron Banner return, most likely with double Valor rewards. I'll cover everything that you need to know in the Iron Banner in next week's reset video, so make sure you are on the lookout for that. Because we are far enough through the season, all of the seasonal challenges are available. This is a great time to go after any of the challenges that you need to complete for Bright Dust that might help you buy any potential Solstice gear that you want to get before the event ends. Speaking of cosmetics, let's dig into the final week of Eververse goodies that we can expect from the Solstice of Heroes in 2021. First up, let's check out the ships. We have the Aureate Dawn that is featured in the 2021 Solstice, as well as the Argentate Dusk. We have 2 cool ghost shells that are featured this year. We've got the Tropicausal Ghost, as well as the Goister Shell Ghost. For our emotes, and there's a lot this week, we've got the Table Skipper emote that is new this year. We have the Roller Dance emote that is new this year, as well as the No Fair emote, which again is new this year. For our ornaments and effects, we've got the Gray Nitrite weapon ornament for the Suros regime. We have the Baroque Entrance Transmat effect. We have the Bivalve projection for the Ghost, And finally, our shader this week is the Tangerine Gloss shader. All right, everyone, that is everything for this week. A great overview of everything that we can expect at the weekly reset in Destiny 2. If you've enjoyed the video or have found it useful, be sure to check out the rest of the videos in the cards. And as for other future Destiny content and staying up to date, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single thing. In addition, I'm live nearly every day on twitch.tv/Manodestra, where our community and I help Guardians with raids, exotic quests, Grandmaster Nightfalls, and more. So if you want to join a fantastic community, we invite you to come check it out. The link for our growing community Discord is down in the description box below, and we encourage you to join us there for all the off-stream shenanigans and news as well. I'll see you all later for our Grandmaster Guide. Good hunting, Guardians. I will see you next time in the universe of Destiny.